Hello America, I'm SpikeGhetti, and this is going to be a little ridiculous. Today I'm playing Payback 2015, and basically this is a WWE Dating Sim. I discovered this on Tumblr randomly, and I was like, this will be funny, let's play this. Today's my first day on the job working at WWE. I'm pretty nervous about it, huh? What's that noise? They had me take on a... I can't talk! They had to take me on pretty quickly since there's supposed to be a big event happening at the end of the week. The stadium is just a little past here. I wonder how everything will turn out. Here it is. Wow, what an intimidating building. I don't know why I can't stop laughing while I'm playing this. Well, let's head to the meeting. Wow, this place is huge. I almost got lost finding the meeting room. There's a lot of people sitting in here. No, there's not. There's no one in there. Everyone looks like they know what they're doing. I was handed a stack of four clipboards when I entered into the room. And why can't I read anything? I was handed a stack of 4 clipboard when I entered the room, but I haven't looked into them yet. I'm kind of scared to. Everyone else only got 1. I wonder why I got more. Suddenly the door opens and a man walks into the room. It's sexy Triple H, everybody. Everyone's here, right? Do I have a Triple H voice?
As you all know, we have a huge pay-per-view coming up on Sunday. Suck it. Payback is one of the highlights of the year. We always have a great turnout, and this year won't be any different. You all know the card. We've got a big night. This year we're trying something new. I've assigned each of you a match to watch over. Don't worry about getting too stressed. We got a bunch of other people making sure things go smoothly. This is experimental, after all. But do try to make sure everything works out. If something goes wrong or a wrestler's injured, or the crowd doesn't love it, it'll be on your head.
Wow, what a lot of pressure. I was told about him by my boss. He said Mr. Helmsley was a big guy with an intimidating aura, and I sure didn't want to annoy him. He was probably right. I looked down at the clipboards I was handed at the beginning of the meeting and scanned through them. The first page on all of them is info about one of the matches. The second pages are all different wrestlers. I clipped their profiles on top. Before I can find out which one I'm actually in charge of, Mr. Helmsley speaks again.
That's everything for now. Keep in touch with me about things are going. I like to be informed. Suck it. Dismissed.
Everyone thanks him and I get up from my seat. Mr. Helmsley stops me before I leave the room.
You're the new recruit, right? I haven't seen you around before. I'm Hunter, Chief Operating Officer. Nice to meet you.
This is so stupid. He holds his hand and I shake it. Oh, I should introduce myself too. SpikeGhetti. Oh, wow. Cap locks high. SpikeGhetti. Oh, shiz. Frickin' frack. I'm SpikeGhetti. That's me. Nice to meet you, Mr. Helmsley.
No need to call me Mr. Helmsley. I may be in a suit, but I'm far from a suit. Just Hunter is fine.
I added in that laugh.
Have you looked at your clipboards yet? I've heard a lot of good things about you, so I assigned you a tough one.
I laugh nervously and flip through the stack, and I read the names and I don't understand what they mean. Seth Rollins, Randy Orton, Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns? Fatal 4-way? I'm sorry, I don't understand. Aren't matches usually one-on-one? And I feel silly.
You've got the main event, SpikeGhetti. Cheer up. This year's a special one. Seth is a World Heavyweight Champion. He has to fight 3 men at the same time.
Ooh, that sounds kind of hot.
The crowd is sure to love it. And it's your job to make sure the wrestlers are at the top of their game.
But I'm just one person. I can't help all 4 of them at once. And the main event? I don't know the first thing about wrestling. How did I get a job here? This is a ridiculous premise. Are you sure you want to assign me?
I don't make mistakes, SpikeGhetti.
Oh, is he going to pedigree me or something? Or hit me with a sledgehammer?
I'm sure you'll find out what's best for business.
I'm spitting.
As long as you keep that in mind, there's no way you can mess up. Don't let me down.
He walks away and I look back down at my clipboards. There's a lot of info about these wrestlers here. I wonder which one I should talk to first. Ooh. I'm going to pick Randy Orton, Master of the RKO. His clipboard is by far the thickest. I don't know. There's a lot of info, but it seems like it's only his wrestling career. He's been wrestling longer than the others, so I should give the veteran some preference. I head out in the hallway and look for an assistant. Excuse me, do you know where Randy Orton's bus is? Oh, Mr. Orton? He usually gets dropped off by his bus. So it's nowhere nearby, but he's probably warming up right now. Thank you. Okay, I get it. So his bus drops him off and it goes somewhere. Oh, no, that's what I was thinking. That wasn't really an answer, but whatever. If he's warming up, that should mean he's in the gym. I guess I might as well head there first. Ugh, it really stinks in here. Ooh, bunch of stinky guys. I guess it's the gym for the entire roster. There's a ton of people here, too, and some of them are giving me weird looks. Maybe I should head back out and wait for him there. That would be creepy.
You lost?
I turn around to see you speaking. Oh, it's Randy Orton.
I've never seen your face around here. You're obviously not a wrestler. What's your name?
He looks like the photo on the clipboard, so I guess this is Randy Orton. I'm sorry, I was looking for you. My name's SpikeGhetti. Pleased to meet you. I put out a hand for him to shake, but he ignored it. Of course he did.
How'd you get back here? Did Hunter put you up to this? I'm not an idiot.
I'm in charge of the Payback main event. I just wanted to speak with you. I show him my badge while speaking, but his suspicion doesn't move much. Badge? Why do I have a badge?
So if I called Vince right now, he'd know about you?
I was hired by the McMahons.
Randy's face is hard.
And it makes me shift nervously. What an intense man. I'm such a kid. A little child.
Well, whatever. You've spoken to me, so that should be enough. I'm busy right now, so don't bother me anymore.
I nod. He turns around and heads back to the gym, wherever he came from. He was working out in jeans? Some people are giving me strange looks, so I leave quickly.
Asshole.
Yeah, screw you, Randy Orton. I decide to head back to the main hall and ask around to speak to some of the other wrestlers. I make it back to where assistant is, and I call out to them. Hey, sorry to bother you again. Can you tell me where to find Seth Rollins? Why do you ask? I'm in charge of his match. I'd like to speak to him.
No need, SpikeGhetti.
Huh? Hunter comes from around the corner.
Sorry, I couldn't help but overhear your conversation. I took what you said into consideration. The other wrestlers have been assigned their own managers for Payback. My assistant told me you were looking for Randy, so now you're only in charge of him.
Oh, no! Oh. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little excited to meet the others. But what's done is done, I guess. At least I won't die from stress. Thank you, Hunter, that helps a lot.
Take good care of Randy, alright?
What does that mean?
He's one of the big names. Talk to you later, SpikeGhetti. Suck it.
He goes back around the corner, I see him apologizing to someone. The assistant smiles to me and gets back to work. I guess I'll just go back home. What? Okay. I didn't sleep that well last night. I was too busy thinking about today and my assignment. I'm much more comfortable with paperwork and accounting. It's kind of scary working with people. I'm a weirdo. On top of that, the guy I have to work with is the Viper, Randy Orton. I spent all last night watching videos of his matches online and reading over all his info in the binder, and I noticed one thing. This dude's a fucking psycho. I don't know where he'd be when I get to the stadium, so I go looking for the assistant again. Man, this poor girl. Hey, do you know where Randy Orton could be? Hi, SpikeGhetti. Wait, is that the voice? Hi, SpikeGhetti. He might be in the gym or his bus. Thank you. Wait, I thought his bus drops him off. Once again, always helpful. Man, that... Wow, okay. I decided to check the gym first because it's inside and air conditioned. When I get there, sure enough, there he is. Gym has a couple people working around us, but they're all pretty quiet and not snooping, much less than yesterday.
Huh, you're here again?
It's SpikeGhetti.
Right, whatever. So you're the poor schmuck who's my new manager, huh? Hunter told me.
Just for payback. It feels like if I had to work with him for a long time, he'd end up losing his patience and killing me. I'm just here to make sure you're in top condition for Sunday. Randy scratches his nose and takes a step closer to me, lowering his voice.
Listen, SpikeGhetti, I don't know if you know, but managers don't really stick around for a long time. So for both of our sakes, just try not to get in my way.
Even with how few matches I've seen, I can tell managers never stick around because wrestlers are always on a hair trigger. But I don't say that out loud. I know, but orders are orders, so let's just try to get along for now.
I don't know what kind of papers H is giving you about me, but I'm not the kind of guy to try to... I get things done. What? And if you're not going to be able to keep up, you better just run along.
He hears voices in his head, guys. Implore? Or what does implore mean? Implore? I implore you. I've heard that before. I'm going to implore him. He's way too intimidating. This is only my second day on the job. Please don't say that. His face changes when I say that. I don't want to get in your way. Let's just call a truce.
He scoffs. You get it, huh? Whatever, just get out of here. If I need you, I'll ask around for where a puppy went.
Gladly. Oh man, I didn't know Implore might be a pussy. He goes back to his workout and I leave in a huff. I should have expected this after watching his matches, but wow, that dude is an asshole. Luckily, my position here isn't just taking care of an entitled adult. I have a lot of paperwork to file regarding Randy's actions and workouts. Hunter said something about it being data for future pay-per-views, but I wasn't too sure if it wasn't just because Randy told him he didn't like me. It's frustrating work, but better than being talked down to. I managed to finally get everything done. I should probably check on Randy again. Just once every day will probably seem like I don't care and I'm not doing my job. I don't really understand what my job is. Like, what am I doing exactly? I open the back doors and head to the parking lot and suddenly stumble upon Randy. He's just standing there, arms crossed, looking out into nothing.
Huh? SpikeGhetti.
Randy? What are you doing out here? He looks at me for a while and then looks away, shrugging.
Enjoying the fresh air.
Oh, okay. I was looking for you. I wanted to see how you were doing.
That's stupid. I'm fine, you can leave.
But I'm way too curious to just leave. Okay, but why'd I get closer to him? It's weird that you're just standing out here doing nothing. Are you waiting for someone? I can see him gritting his teeth when he answers anyway.
Yeah, I'm waiting. It's none of your business anyway. They're probably not even coming.
Oh no, poor Randy. It's not that late.
No, it's... whatever.
He turned his head. You would get it, and I don't feel like explaining. He turns around while rubbing the back of his neck. It's only now I realize how close I've gotten to him. What? Startled, I jump back.
Is there anything you need from me?
No.
Then goodbye.
He heads in the stadium, shutting the door behind him, and I look at the ground. He was definitely waiting for someone, but who? It didn't seem like they were coming, and that's something I must have said made him realize that. With a heavy sigh, I turn around and head home. What is this game? All night long, I watched Randy's past matches, even some of the older ones. I couldn't sleep. I was worried about what I had done, so I kept watching matches to take my mind off of it. I stayed up so late, I almost didn't wake up in time to make it to work. When I finally reached the stadium, I'm out of breath and panting. Whoa, SpikeGhetti, what's got you all worked up? I didn't do my Triple H voice. I should have known that was him. I turn around and see Hunter smiling back at me. Well, he's in a good mood. Nothing, I just almost missed my bus. I've only been here for 2 short days. Can't make a mistake now.
Well, I just came from talking with Randy.
I tense up. Did Randy say anything?
I asked him how you've been working out, and he had nothing bad to say. I'm surprised. He's usually terrible at adjusting to new people.
The words don't process fully, but I stammer out a reply. Oh, thank you. I'm glad. Hunter pounds my back with his giant hand and smiles.
Keep up the good work, SpikeGhetti.
He waddles off in his ill-fitted suit, and I watch him go. Randy? Had nothing bad to say about me? That seems almost impossible. Thought for sure he was going to complain about me. I wander over to the offices in my daze. After I got my next batch of paperwork done, I decided to take a break for lunch. And check on Randy. I got something from the small cafeteria to eat. While there, I didn't see Randy at all. What? Why is the cafeteria small? I headed to the back doors thinking he's out there, but it was empty. Gym, hallways, everything. I couldn't find Randy at all. By the time I made my way back to the office, over an hour had passed. Hi, SpikeGhetti. Hey, do you know where Randy is? I can't find him anywhere. Oh, he's normally taking a break outside around this time. I checked there already, no dice. Did you try the gym? Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's fine. He might be talking with Hunter. Maybe. Good luck. Thanks. Once again, no help, but I didn't blame them. Where could Randy be? Why do I hate this assistant so much? She's always helping me. I decided to take another walk around. He had to be here somewhere. Hunter had met with him just this morning. It's not like him to abandon a match. There wasn't anything in his schedule about a photo shoot or something out of area, so he had to be close by. I figured if I didn't find him this time around, I would just admit defeat and do something else. On my second lap around the outskirts of the stadium seats, I spotted Randy sitting alone in the seat. So wait, I'm just walking around the stadium? His head was bowed and I felt my heart pound. Randy! He looked up and he looked so tired.
SpikeGhetti?
Randy, I've been looking for you everywhere. I ran down the aisle and stood next to him. His hand was a cell phone. In his hand was a cell phone, unlocked and on a photo.
Why the fuck are you stressed? It's not a big deal, leave me alone.
I wasn't about to admit defeat, and I sat next to him. I could tell something was eating at him. His voice didn't sound normal. No, No one had any idea where you've been, and you've been up in the rafters. What happened?
Nothing. I'm just waiting on a phone call.
Can't a guy have some alone time? Alone time doesn't mean you disappear to stare at a photo all day. Got him. What are you even looking at? What? While speaking, I lean over his shoulder to get a glimpse of his cell phone. I know I'm being intrusive, but Randy is acting really weird, and it's my job to make sure he's alright. He doesn't lock the screen in time. I see a photo of him with a small girl, maybe around 8, laughing and smiling together. He makes an irritated noise in the back of his throat, and he shoves his phone in his pocket.
You're fucking nosy, aren't you?
Is that your daughter? I can see him gritting his teeth once again. He makes the same noise.
Yeah, I have a daughter. Who cares?
What?
It's not like it's a goddamn state secret.
What? No, alright. You've been acting weird. Standing outside all alone, sitting in weird places all alone, looking at a photo of your daughter all alone. You're not even aware enough to lock your phone all alone. What's eating you? Randy looks away from me. I wait for a very long time before he speaks.
My ex was supposed to drive her up here so I could hang out with her before the pay-per-view. But I haven't got a phone call or a text or anything. Whatever, this is stupid.
It's not like she'd want to watch her daddy get beat up after having seen him for weeks. She probably doesn't even want to come. I grab his arm, which gets his attention. Ooh, I'm gonna doubt him, I think, because that doubting him would mean that I'm telling him he's wrong about the negative things. So I don't know about that, Randy. He looks confused. There's a bunch of things that could have happened. They might be on their way right now, and you just haven't managed to call you just yet. His face softens and he looks away. I can feel his muscles relaxing under my hand. Ooh, it's getting a little... Ooh. Or maybe they haven't decided to come. But I know that at the very least your daughter loves you.
It's not that easy, you know. A lot of guys in the locker room don't have kids. Sucks being far away from her. It's my dream job, and spending time with my daughter, they're always at odds.
I let go of his arm because I know he's listening. Why are you being so moody up here anyway? He just told you. Why not be moody in the locker room or the cafeteria? Randy looks back out towards the stage. I bite my cheek while I wait for his answer.
You know, H and Steph have kids, but they're loaded, so they're never really that desperate to get in contact with them. My entire life depends on these matches. That brat Rollins, he's had everything handed to him. He doesn't know what it's like to have everything be ripped away from you, what it's like to be laid out for months because of an injury.
Well, that's not necessarily true anymore, but...
If it were just the two of us, I'd be able to smash him in a second with those other two hotheads in the ring and the stupid fucking authority always butting in. I need this win.
He's right. Randy might be a big name, but he's not as stable in his rankings as others. After watching all those past matches, he's really going to have to win this one if he wants to show everyone he's stronger than Seth. Not to mention how obsessed Dean is to destroy Seth, or how intense Roman's raw power is. Especially for your fans? I would be worried too. Randy doesn't react immediately. All your fans are waiting to see you succeed. And those guys are monsters. But I know you're strong, Randy. You're a monster too. You'll overpower them somehow. Randy nods his head, but he doesn't look any happier. This must be weighing really heavily on him. Well, regardless, you're in no shape to do anything else today. Let's get you out of here. I stand up and reach out a hand to help him, but he ignores it.
I'm not a child.
I don't push it any more than I already have, but I keep a close eye on him. I end up following him back to the parking lot, much to his annoyance. Why? When I was going to part ways, he started slowing down and knew that if I left him, he would just go back to moping. He looks like he's not happy about it, but he hasn't said anything yet, so I guess I'm alright. So I'm just stalking him, but he knows it. We call him a cab to the hotel, and when it finally gets here, he whips around and looks at me.
You better not be planning on telling anyone about this.
My lips are sealed. Randy gives me one last look before he turns around and gets in the cab. I wait until they drive off before I head back. There's not a lot left for me to do in the office. I'm too bummed out to pretend anyways, so I decide to head home. On the way out, I see Hunter talking with the assistant.
SpikeGhetti, how's Randy?
He's doing fine.
Glad to hear it. Everyone's excited for his big match tomorrow. I've heard from the other wrestlers trainers they're all raring to go. It's going to be a fantastic event.
It certainly will. I smile on the outside, but I'm just screaming on the inside. I really hope Randy will be okay.
I got some more things to settle, so if you don't mind, get the fuck out of here. Suck it. If anything goes wrong with Randy, let me know pronto, alright? His fate relies on his performance, and I'd hate to see anything go wrong.
Yes, sir. He turns back to his assistant, and I make a beeline for the door. I really hope Randy will be okay. I had tried to call Randy's hotel room, but there was no reply. After a while of dialing, I realized I didn't want to be arrested for being an obsessed fan, so I just went home. Everywhere on TV and online, people were talking about tomorrow's match. Well, today's. I couldn't sleep a wink. I kept imagining Dean Ambrose stabbing Randy with a screwdriver, or Seth Rollins curb stomping him to death, or Roman Reigns punching him so hard his trachea collapsed. Realistically, I know none of that would happen. WWE has a PG rating, after all. But that didn't mean Randy wasn't at a high risk of being hurt. And if he got hurt, my job was on the line. I have to make sure everything goes all right. I still don't really understand what my job is. This isn't a real job in wrestling. I know I'm early to arrive since the match is only at night, but I'm nervous, so I'm just going to walk around for a little bit. Wow, everything is already set up. The stadium is so huge. There's going to be so many people watching tonight's match. I wonder where Randy is. I guess I should ask the assistant again. She just hangs out in this hallway, apparently. They look much busier than usual, and that makes sense. It's fight night. Hi, sorry to bother you. Do you know where Randy is? Mr. Orton is with Hunter right now. I don't know if I do the same voice for every time. They're recording something for tonight. He probably won't be open until the match. Oh, thank you. An actual answer this time, and not the one I wanted to hear. If I'm the guy in charge if I'm the guy in charge of isn't free till the match, if the guy I'm in charge of isn't free until the match, then what am I supposed to do? It's not that long until doors open and people start coming in. I head back into the main arena. Hey! Do you need help? Huh? You're too scrawny to do anything. Don't you have superstars to coddle? Look, man, I'm free. I just want to help out. Well, if you really don't have anything to do, you can do some cleaning around the stage. Got it. I roll up my sleeves and grab the broom the worker hands me. Anything to get my mind off things, I guess. Doing a little sweeping. I work until I'm exhausted and they kick me out so crowds can start flooded in. And before I know it, the stadium is jam-packed and buzzing with excitement. I run backstage to try and find Randy. I hear the kickoff match start and the crowd cheer while I check the back doors. The announcer's voice is booming, introducing the next match while I run through the hallways. We're already mid-card when I find Randy pacing nervously in the empty gym. Randy!
SpikeGhetti, where have you been?
Aren't you supposed to be my assistant? Sorry, I was looking for you.
Who cares?
Are you ready for the match? Randy smiles. That's not a smile.
Well, yeah, can't you tell?
If you're so ready, why are you walking around here all nervously? He looks annoyed.
Listen, I don't get nervous. I've done this 1,000 times.
I know he's lying, but I don't want to agitate him any further. This is a really big deal for everyone involved. Take his belt. Randy, stop trying to imagine yourself murdering Seth.
Take his fucking belt. Do it.
He shakes his head and looks away.
Don't you think I know that? Whatever. Doesn't matter anyway. I'm gonna go out there and make Rollins wish he was never born.
You can't put your life on the line for this. What are we talking about right now?
Listen, you're not a wrestler. This kind of shit is what you have to do if you want to win.
I mean, Randy, you still have to come home. Don't get all frustrated now.
This is stupid. Just get out of here. You're stressing me out.
I wish I could say something else, but Randy already walks away. I hear the muffled roar of cheers and look at the hallway. Randy's already headed down it, shoulders square and determined. I hope my feelings got across. When we get to the entrance area, a girl with a mic pulls him aside to get an interview in. I decided to sneak out to the crowd area and watch it as an average fan. Wow. That was absolutely amazing. What, the match was over? I was so exhausted watching it and so proud of Randy. Even if he lost, he put up an absolutely amazing show that no one could discredit. I ran out of there as soon as Randy went backstage to talk to him. I said him. Randy! He turns around at the sound of my voice. He's absolutely exhausted and looks at me.
SpikeGhetti! What the hell was that match, right?
You were so amazing. I barely managed to stop in time to not run into him. I couldn't take my eyes off of you. Well, this is getting...
Well, I'm a vet for a reason. I know how to put on a show.
Yo, Orton! We both turned to see Dean Ambrose, who I recognize from Randy's past matches, walking towards us. He looks as tired as Randy would. He pats in the back vigorously. Dean Ambrose voice. He kind of is like... what a fucking match, huh? I'm just gonna do a really stupid voice. What a fucking match, huh? You were great out there, dude.
It was killer, man.
You three definitely showed me. Dean wraps an arm around Randy's shoulders and I step out of the way.
Spur of the moment type thing, Orton. The crowd loved us. Yeah, well, 4 maniacs like us in the ring, we'd have to try hard to mess it up.
I didn't want to say anything, but they had started to walk away. Dean and Randy looked back at me. That was a really great match, Randy.
Yeah. Orton, who's this?
No one, just my annoying manager.
Yours sucks too? Mine didn't know a thing about wrestling. Same here, they've been trying to butt in all week. Let's go heal this wound with booze already.
Dean turns back to Randy and lets out a loud laugh. They walk away, talking loudly. Hunter gave me an alright review to my company, and after that I left the world of WWE forever. Sometimes I wonder if there was anything else I could have done. Bad end. What? What did I do wrong? That was like... I feel like that was just completely... like... random. Yeah, so this this game I found it on Tumblr. It's from last year, obviously. It was silly. I'm a little upset I got the bad ending. I kind of want to go back and get the good ending. I might do that in a different episode. Anyway, John Cena's theme. Anyway, I might do that in a different episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. This was ridiculous. If you want to see me do more crazy stuff like this, let me know. Thank you again so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.